We as women sometimes have ambivalent feelings about power. Power isn't good or bad. Power is neutral. Now, I learned a lot about power from my experience with horses. Finally, it's time to saddle up. I put my left foot in the stirrup, grabbed onto his mane, swung my right leg over, and finally, after all these years, I'm sitting on a horse. I will never forget that moment. And the very first thing I noticed was, it's a long way to the ground. And the next thing I noticed was, as he started to shift underneath me, I'm sitting on a lot of power. And the third thing I was aware of was, I was scared to death. And all of you in this room know exactly what I'm talking about, because power can be a very scary thing. Power can be both energizing and exciting, and yet frightening all at the same time. And because power can be scary, we as women tend to give away power, abdicate power. What I'd like to do is just have you informally call out some of the common themes that you heard. This is chaos theory, there's no order, we're not going to go table by table. So let's just start somewhere in the back. What were some of the common themes that you heard at your table about the word power?
Responsibility.
Responsibility, what else?
Influence.
Influence.
Bitchy. Bitchy.
Did everybody hear that? It was the B word. Moving on. We're raised to be nice girls. We're not supposed to make waves. Why? Because we want to be liked. We don't want anybody to use that naughty word that was used at the table. Right? How can we get more comfortable with power so that we can embrace power and use it for the greater good? Did you know that in every herd of horses, there is one dominant horse? She's known as the alpha mare. She's the horse that's in charge. I think we can all be more like that alpha mare. And the first thing that it takes is to shift our perception of power from negative to positive, to see power as an honor, to embrace our power and use it for the greater good. Number one way we can do that, stay informed. We can learn about the numbers in our business. We can learn about some of the more complex business strategy that will help us have a stronger voice. The second thing we can do is we can clarify our boundaries and our expectations. Make peace with the fact that not everyone will like us. We can let go of our fears and speak up when our voices need to be heard. Get clear on our boundaries and say no to some of those things that you need to say no to. We can ask for what we want and make our expectations clear. Nothing is more damaging to our reputation as women. Nothing holds us back more from positions of legitimate, appropriate power than finding fault with other women, because it causes a deep and damaging lack of trust. It keeps us from being powerful women. So self-awareness is the cornerstone of living an authentic, powerful, and passionate lives. And when our unconscious shadow influences our behavior, we're actually giving away or abdicating our power. I believe that every single woman can embrace the grace of power. The world needs all of the passion and power and goodness in you. Go forth and be alpha mares.
I think she helps really bring out the best in women and is such a good teacher, and so she's just so completely sincere in her care for women, and it's really amazing to find someone who's like that. Plus, she's still darling and funny, so it makes it fun, and you come away and feeling so much like you've learned something, and it's been work, but it's been fun too.